What is up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to Surviving Rocklahoma, your definitive source of all things Rocklahoma, as well as your official podcast of Rocklahoma. How's everybody doing? I hope you all are having a good week thus far. As many of you know, we were supposed to be live last night, but that did not happen because, well, unfortunately, there was some heavy storms in the Tulsa area, ranging all the way from Oklahoma City to Bartlesville. It was some pretty extreme hail and a couple of tornadoes throughout. So I went ahead and made the decision to postpone this week's live stream so that you folks wouldn't be distracted by tornado sirens or calls to take shelter. And on top of that, there was some breaking news that was expected to come out today, and it did. And we're going to be talking about that here a little bit later in the show, as well as another announcement that was made yesterday concerning the same festival, Rocklahoma. Now, we've also got a handful of other shows and festivals that we are going to be working and being a part of this summer. So we are going to give some updates on that, as well as your Rocklahoma resources. Going into the comments real quick. Let's see if we can get in here. Let's pull this out. What she said. No, I did not straighten them. All I had to do was I actually pulled the ponytail out. I no longer need these freaking headphones anymore, thanks to my implant. So we've got that all taken care of, so I can now have the show in my ear while I'm doing it. So I get to have my hair down now. It's kind of nice. What is up? The Rock Grinch is in the house. Misty Love is also in the house. I see Christy Beaver, Sarah Marty, Kay Johnson. What is up? Man, look at all of you folks. I can't wait to talk to you guys about this lineup. And we're going to do that right after we take care of our sponsors. First up, I want to give a huge shout out to DEB Concerts. I wanna rock! And rock he does. Now, he's also got a big show coming up in a couple of weeks. I don't know what I did with my little flyer. I had notes on it. He's going to be having a show at the Shrine, and I am so excited to see everything that DEB Concerts is coming up with for this year. Also, part of the Rocklahoma family, and he will be the stage inside of the Roadhouse at this year's festival. And you saw some of his bands that are going to be playing it on the lineup that was announced today. We're going to get into that here in a little bit. Also, I want to say what's up to our good friends at Your Service Rentals, your official purveyors of the Pooh Shacks for Rocklahoma and Born and Raised music festivals for years and years now. And we've been working with them for the last several years, giving you all portable restrooms for your campsites. So if you don't want to pay to have a place to poo at your campsite, well, just keep following this show. Because later on, as the season continues and we get closer to the music festival, we will have more portable restrooms services that we'll be giving away through At Your Service Rentals. Now, don't wait till Rocklahoma. If you got an event coming up or maybe you have some construction, or you're going to have a large get together and you need more facilities than what you got, you can rent those from At Your Service Rentals. Not just porta potties, but shower houses, sanitation stations, portable fencing, and all kinds of cool stuff. Check them out at aysrentals.com. Don't be like that guy stuck in line because he didn't have a place to go. Hey, buddy, what are you doing over there?
Dinner was full.
Yeah, he didn't call At Your Service Rentals. Alrighty, and we also want to give a special thanks to Rok-A-Vet. Rok-A-Vet is our sponsor that we have been working with for several years, hooking up veterans with music festival passes for not only Rocklahoma, but Born and Raised too. And several years past, we were just handing them out like Halloween candy to veterans right and left. Who knows what we've got going on for this year, as we are also going to be seeing what they do for our local festivals, Rock the River and Rock the Equinox and beyond. So I want to give a huge shout out. Now, we've also been doing a promotional thing with Rok-A-Vet, where we are going to be giving away 2 passes to Rock the River, speaking of. And what we are doing, all you veterans and active servicemen, what you got to do is write down this word, Air Force. Now, these code words, every broadcast, we are going to be giving those out. Now, if you don't have it the past weeks, or you missed a week, well, feel free to go back and listen or watch the live stream from weeks past so that you can get all of the code words. At the end of the promotion, at some point in May, we are going to let you all turn in your ballots or forms or whatever with the most, and the folks with the most correct code words will be entered to win 2 free passes to Rock the River. And a huge thank you to Rok-A-Vet for handling all of that. I am so glad to be working with them. Also want to give a lot of love to the Rocklahoma bitches, aka the Redneck Bitches, that will also be joining us at Born and Raised Music Festival this year. I absolutely love these girls. They are always bringing the party anytime you see them, not only at Rocklahoma, but a local live music event near you. Also want to thank Angel Lee of Photography by Angel Lee for being our proud sponsor and partner in our travels as we cover music festivals and events. And we picked her up a couple of years ago for Rocklahoma, and she has just gone above and beyond and traveled with us not only to Rock Island in Key West, Florida, but also she came down and covered Rock the River and Rock the Equinox last year. And this year, we're going to be taking a little road trip next month, just a couple of weeks away, 4 weeks away, to Daytona for Welcome to Rockville. We'll talk a little bit about that here a little bit later in the show. Also want to give some love to the folks bringing a bus loaded debauchery, the big old bus, coming to a music festival near you, including Rock the River, Rocklahoma, and Rock the Equinox. Who knows where they're going to come up next? You got to make sure that you check them out on Facebook. And remember, folks, if you would like to sponsor the show or help fund our travels next month, we've got a special promotion going for new sponsors coming up in the next month. So if you get in now, you can be a part of our road trip 2024, and you can help us give away a couple of Rocklahoma tickets while we're at it. You can get at us survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. Now, before we begin the show, we have a little ritual around here because you all are joining me in your evening as you all are relaxing from a long, hard day's work or pretending to work, however you get down. No judgment. Make that money however you do. And I have been opening different beers for the last several weeks. These beverages provided by Prior Liquors, Wines, and Spirits. And I said, hey, Monty, send me a sampler pack. Give me something to try on the air. And he has not disappointed just yet. And you know what? This week is, I know it's not going to be any different. I've had this once before. It's been a long time ago. I really enjoyed it. I can't remember where I was at. Go figure, right? But this is Yuengling Traditional Lager. If you all haven't had a Yuengling before, you are missing out on something. These things are freaking good. I'm not sure where it is brewed, but America's oldest brewery, so it better be good. Original amber beer. So you all join me in this cheers courtesy of Prior Liquor, Wines, and Spirits. Remember, folks, if you need some suds to get you sauced, head on over to Prior, Oklahoma, to Prior Liquor, Wines, and Spirits. Tell Monty that Adam sent you. Cheers, everybody. Oh, wow. Moment. Every time. See, this is why I don't do bottles on the air, because they always erupt every time. I swear this never happens. Never. Excuse me while I got a little sloppy there. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and lose the koozie. Alrighty, folks. Now, I tell you what, we've got a lot to talk about. I think we are going to go ahead and take a musical break. And then when we come back, we are going to be talking about Rocklahoma 2024. But first, I want to play a band for you that we played a couple of weeks ago. And you guys very much loved what you heard, loved what you saw, and so they decided to rock the box again. And I figured, you know what? I got emails, I got messages, I got positive people say, hey, play them again. So you know what? Here's another video from Crimson Love.
I'll give you more than this.
And that was Crimson Love with Pay for My Love. And remember, guys, you don't have to pay. Just come and join us. Crack open a beer and press play. We'll feature more of those live, loud, and local musics. Sorry, I got an alert right up there. We'll be featuring your local music, your local bands, loud, local, and live. Excuse me, I am going back here into the comments. You got me on that one. The Rock Grant says, I think my green ass needs some sun. You know what? If it's green, buddy, might need a little bit more sun. But, you know, I've never partied with a Grinch. That could just be normal for you, bud. Finally got my Facebook account back, David Henderson says. Seriously, this was one of the big things I missed over the last 2 months. We missed you, buddy. And don't forget, folks, we also simultaneously across platforms on over to Twitch, YouTube, and Twitch and YouTube and Facebook as well. Man, look at you all blowing up the comments. So I think I know why you all are here more than any other week, and not just to look at the locks that rocks, but to talk about Rocklahoma. Now, there was a huge announcement that, you know, some people saw it coming. Some people had suspicions that, you know, it may be on the horizon, but, you know, I don't think anyone really knew that, you know, this day was coming this soon. It apparently turns out, according to sources, and remember, folks, I haven't heard anything from Sharon or Dave yet in terms of yesterday's announcement, as well as some of the other partners that I work with. And I haven't really heard a whole lot officially coming from our hosts of Rocklahoma. Now, what I do know is AEG went separate ways a couple of years ago. Last year, Rocklahoma did it all in-house. They did it all by themselves on their own. They showed that they can do it, and they impressed some folks, including Danny Wimmer Presents. You know, DWP, Danny Wimmer Presents, produces some of the most insane music festivals in the country. And it was announced yesterday that Danny Wimmer Presents has welcomed Rocklahoma and Born and Raised Country Music Festival into the family. So apparently that means that Rocklahoma is being acquired by Danny Wimmer Presents. Now, that's just the festival, to my understanding. Don't quote me on that. This is, you know, this is just coming from the news release that went out today, as well as that announcement yesterday. Now, from what I saw on the news article on Channel 6, as well as the Tulsa World, they said that the property, the venue itself, is expected to follow suit with the festival. Maybe they'll be acquiring that as well. But, you know, think about it, guys. They've been doing this for years and years. You are not, I mean, nobody could do this forever. So I think it was, you know, going to come eventually. So I am excited to see what Danny Wimmer Presents brings to the Rocklahoma Festival, as well as what happens with those who produce this festival, because it very much takes a village to raise a festival. And with that being said, today, right about noon, a certain announcement was made. They dropped the lineup And there it is, folks. Avenged Sevenfold. I am so excited to see Avenged Sevenfold come to Rocklahoma. They have not been here before. I have seen them once before. It was extremely hot. It was at, I believe, Hotter Than Hell festival. I can't remember what it was. That's all I remember. It was so freaking hot, and they had to shut down the production because this guy climbed on the scaffolding. This was in Oklahoma City, and it was absolutely crazy. Now, not to say that could ever happen at Rocklahoma. Hopefully it won't, but I am so glad to see Avenged Sevenfold back. Evanescence will be returning, as well as Hailstorm. Let me tell you, Amy Lee is absolutely amazing to watch on stage. Now, whether you are a big fan of hers or she's not your jam, just to watch her perform and her glide and float around that stage is just absolutely amazing. Not to mention Hailstorm, Lizzie Hale, and her brother on drums. This dude is one of the most phenomenal drummers and the most entertaining drummers I have ever watched. This man just does not miss a beat. His stick twirling skills are insane, man. Just crazy. Disturbed is going to be returning. They are going to be our Saturday headliner, preceded by A Day to Remember. Skillet will be returning as well. We were joined by Skillet a couple of years ago in the media tent. Speaking of media, I am absolutely over the moon to see Stilnoct return, because my first year in with photo from doing media, this was before I realized that I needed a professional to do it, but my first year I got approved for photo, and Stilnoct was the band that I got to photograph, and it was by far one of my favorite times that I looked around and just said, man, I made it. And so now it's going to be absolutely crazy to watch Stilnoct again. Let's not forget about Lamb of God. This is their first time at Rocklahoma, but they were here in Oklahoma a couple of years ago at the BOK Center, courtesy of DEB Concerts. Mastodon will also be joining us. Now, also, let's not forget about Anthrax, Clutch, Nothing More, Kerry King, Cold Chamber, Bad Flower, Pop Evil, Giovanni, and the Hired Guns. I'm very excited about that band. Bad Wolves, Cinderella's Tom Kiefer, Winger, Faster Pussycat, Vixen, Set It Off, The Warning, Kim Dracula, Tim Montana, and you guys are going to have to head over to the YouTube channel and watch my interview with Tim Montana at Born and Raised a couple of years ago. This dude can do it all, from country to rock and roll. He's absolutely amazing as a musician. Justin Meade, The Plot in You, Des Rocks, Oxymorons, Holy Wars, Any Given Sin, Enough's Enough, Atomic Punks, Ava Under Fire, Another Day Dawns, Raven's Banquet, Scarlet Rocks, Surge, Locals Eyebolt. This is a band you all very much need to see, especially if you were a big fan of the hair metal, the glam metal days, and that whole vibe. We caught up with them last year at Rocklahoma in the media tent, as this was one of their first years. as a band, and they had it. And please check it out, their interview on our YouTube channel. That once again, that's Eyeball. You can catch them at Rocklahoma, rounding out the lineup, as well as locals Dime Store Riot. Congratulations, crew, for making the Rocklahoma lineup, as well as Color of Chaos and 10 Cent Revenge. Absolutely stellar. I can't wait. I am very happy with this lineup. It is, there's a lot of bands that I very much wanted to see. It's not as jam-packed as it has been years past, but obviously, as we learned yesterday, there's a little bit of a transition going on. So we will see what we are going to be getting in the coming years, as Danny Wimmer Presents is known for jam-packing festivals full of a wide array of bands, huge, big, small, and everything in between. And this is our lineup for this year, as next year Danny Wimmer Presents will be taking over Rocklahoma. And absolutely love this lineup, man. Avenged Sevenfold, Disturbed, and Slipknot are your headliners, as well as some locals that we're going to be seeing this year. So with that being said, guys, the general sale is open right now. So let's see where we're at. There we go. Yeah, the general sale is open, and it's very easy if you haven't done it already. I know renewals were a little fickle. They've got a different company that is processing the event ticket sales and reservations and stuff. It's a company called Front Gate, and I know there was a few wrinkles. I'll just say there were a few wrinkles in the process that had to be ironed out. Hopefully the general sale is going to be going a whole lot more smooth. You see, Justin Hop has joined us in the comments. Our flamingo friend, what is up? So what I was going to show you all is right here, rocklahoma.com. As we know, the lineup is announced. Now, I want to show you all the best way to get your information aside from me. By all means, I want you to tune in each and every week. Get your Rocklahoma news here, because I don't share any news unless I know for sure that it's going to check out. I verify everything we publish with my sources inside the music festival, as well as folks who contribute to that. So it's always fun to share experiences and help each other out with our experiences on how to do certain things. But when it comes to what you can and can't do and why a certain thing is a certain way, always go straight directly to the source. And in this case, we're talking about Rocklahoma, rocklahoma.com. This will pull up the website. You've got several options here at the top. Now, if you are on a mobile phone, you may not have that menu up at the top. So you got those three lines. You click on that, and you're going to have your menu. Now, for us here on the podcast, we're going to make it easy. So you got your lineup, tells you a little bit about the different artists that are going to be playing this year. We've also got the passes. This is where you're going to find your prices and order your passes. Now, I will tell you, folks, tickets sell fast. VIP, all of the packages sell out every year. So take full advantage of the layaway plans and the financing, because they can stretch it out over, 3 to 4 payments, and it'll make things a lot easier for you if you don't have that cash on hand. But please don't wait. With that being said, folks, the upper tier packages are currently open, but those won't last. Now, if you've got questions about camping, here is their page. Now, I've got a little tool for you that we're going to show you all how to use here in a little bit. But before we do that, I want to show you where to get your questions asked for this music festival. Folks, click on the info button. I know this sounds like, pretty remedial stuff, but I'm getting a ton of people asking me information that I just can't answer, and the only people that's going to be able to answer it is the Rocklahoma box office. So email them, but check out the FAQ, frequently asked questions, the info page right here on rocklahoma.com. It's going to let you know everything. There's also the email, info@rocklahoma.com. Now, there's a phone number. Now, I'm going to give you this phone number with hoping that you all understand that every person that calls this phone number is going to pull a staff member away from whatever it is they're doing to take your call. So before you call, please check out this page. Okay. Just your answer's probably on this page, but if your answer isn't in the info page on the website, you can call 866-310-2288. If you get a voicemail, leave your name and number and what your question is, and they will get back to you as soon as they can. Okay. Now remember, I don't work for Rocklahoma. I am the official podcast, but that's more because I'm doing this stuff with or without them. So they said, you know what? We like the way you do things. Keep doing it, and we'll let you be our podcast guy. And that's what this shirt means. Remember, folks, if you would like one of these snazzy shirts, you can send $25 to Cash App, Surviving Rocklahoma, or shoot us an email with your size and your address, and we can get you one of these shirts ASAP. Now, with that being said, folks, I was talking about a map. A map. Yeah, it's a map. Now, if you go to my website, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com, well, we've got a couple of survival guides for you. One of those is the Rocklahoma Survival Guide. If you click on that, that'll take you to a page that's going to have some awesome stuff for you, including an overlay. It's not as nice as their new maps. I am so impressed with the maps that they did, the official maps. Now, we have also got the, I don't know why it didn't load. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. Why didn't somebody tell me that the map isn't working? All right, well, isn't that just a tease? All right, I'm going to fix this, but we will have the Rocklahoma map up on the on the website very shortly. Updated this the other day. Okay. With that being said, I tell you what, I'm going to get the map pulled up so we can show you all. In the meantime, I want to give you a taste of a music festival that is going to be coming up here in just a couple of months. And I'm talking about Rock the River. Check out this lineup, folks. Rehab, Flaw, Scott Austin, Texas Hippie Coalition, City of the Week, Lonely Ones, and a bunch more, some local ones, including This next band, we featured him a couple of weeks ago, and you all were totally here for it. Ladies and gentlemen, Stilnoct. And that was Stilnoct with Wreck. Just like the map was wrecked whenever I tried to demo it. But you know what? It's fine. We have got all the time in the world. You know what? It's my show. If it takes a little bit longer, it's all right. So how are you all doing? I see a lot of you watching the live stream. Tell me, y'all, what do you think about that lineup? Who are you the most excited to see? Me? I've got to say it's a two-way tie between Avenged Sevenfold and Slipknot for the second time. If I can pull up this app, I believe it's going to work. I believe. Have the faith. King Johnson says bad flower. Alrighty. So, still working on it, folks. Let me get this where we can view it, where it's not going to be all weird for you as I'm trying to show you all this amazing map. The whole thing you will be able to find on Facebook through our website, survivingrocklahoma at gmail.com. Not working. Man, that really makes me mad. Alrighty, folks. Well, we may have to show you all another time because it is just not working for me. But we will be uploading the map to survivingrocklahoma.com. You saw how to get there. It's going to be on the Rocklahoma Survival Guide. We're also going to be showing you the we're going to be sending the link on Facebook as well. I'm going to try this one more time just because I can't leave stuff alone. Heather West says Cold Chamber. Cold Chamber is one of her favorites that she's getting. Can't wait to see. Tawny Elk says, I always love to watch Hailstorm, as do I. No, no, it wasn't the ticket system. It's just Adam hits a lot of buttons randomly and then stuff just doesn't work. I don't know why, but here's that. You. Alrighty, I think we've got it, folks. So let's go ahead and if I can put this up here for you. I'm going to throw it up here. I was, believe it or not, I used to work in IT, but look at all the information that is going to be available. Now, this is going to be on a website, survivingrocklahoma at gmail.com. You can view this. You won't be able to edit it, but we've got several pages, including a topographical layout of the festival grounds. We will also have a view of where everything is going to be. Now, it looks like some of this information was from last year. Remember, folks, we just do the best we can with what we've got. So we make use of the information where we can find it as long as we know it checks out. Now, on another page, you will see a list of all of the goings on in the campgrounds. It's going to be a bit of a directory, and we've got several things, including the scavenger hunt, which last year we gave away 2 guitars that I had signed by all the artists I encountered at Rocklahoma in the media tent. We've also got our annual Naughty Mile Memorial Walk. It'll be from Camp Corruption to camp one of the camps in GA. This is something we've been doing every year for our Rocklahoma family that are no longer with us. We all grab pictures of them and we walk with them in a parade fashion across the campgrounds. We've got all kinds of events, including the big old bus. Last year, their trike races was freaking awesome. Last year, we also had an amazing time for our 10th annual Masquerade After Party. We will be back again this year for Camp Mardi Gras for our 11th year. Oh my gosh, it's hard to believe it's been that long. We've also got some other things going on, events. We also have a directory of all the campsites that like to do things tailgate style at their campsites. Remember, folks, you are welcome to party at your camp, but you can't be distributing alcohol or any of those other regulated substances. So it is always strongly encouraged to BYOB anytime you are in the campgrounds, whatever it is like that you would like to be imbibing, drinking, or whatever on. Make sure that you're bringing your own, because we can't be selling it. We can't be selling passes. We can't be giving it away. We can't be handing them out. Everybody be sure to BYOB in the campgrounds. Remember, folks, if it is abused, we lose it. So let's play by the rules. Now, what I'm getting at is this beautiful thing, and I want to give a huge thank you to Darren Pilkington, who has been working with us on the map. And he came aboard last year, and he helped us integrate a form so that you could submit your campsite. And it is completely clean. It is completely clear. We don't have anything on except for a few that are always there, including Camp Mardi Gras, corruption, Big Ol' Bus, and all of those. On the PDF, you'll be able to zoom in and out so you can get an idea where your campsite is, where your friends are. That's what the goal of the campgrounds map is to make it easy for us to find each other, for us to find where our get-togethers are going to be. And everybody just has a booklet in their phone, in their pocket if they print it out, letting them know where the good time is. Please, folks, use this thing as it's intended, not for anything nefarious or anything like that. This is just something that I have done for the community, and several people have taken this map and grown it. This is something that has been very much a labor of love, and I've been doing it for several years now, and it is as accurate as it can possibly be without actually physically working for Rocklahoma. So I appreciate everyone who participates in the map, and those of you who submit your campsite to be listed on there, and your events and whatever it is that you're going to be doing at your campsite. Remember, folks, it's a tailgate party in the campgrounds. Whatever you're doing, it needs to fit into your designated campsites that you've acquired. We don't turn your neighbors' campsites into a parking lot. We cannot be driving around in the campgrounds, period. There's no vehicle traffic after a certain time anyway. So once you get there, park your camper, your RV, your rig, whatever it is, get established, park your car, and leave it where it's at. Walk where you're going to be going. There are also, in years past, have been golf cart shuttle services. A couple of different companies have done them over the last couple of years. I don't know what the landscape looks like for that this year, but very much, folks, play by the rules in the campgrounds, because we've got new owners coming in, so we want to make a great impression. We don't want any trouble. We want to take care of each other, so we continue to have the epic time that we have every single year at Rocklahoma. Looking back here into the comments, yes, I'm seeing a lot of love for Darren. Yes, thank you so much. You guys put a lot of work in the map. Yes, we do. It is a big job. I'm still getting used to you without the headphones. Me too, Christy. It's very weird, and I don't hear my microphone in my ear like I'm used to. So it's very, very, very different. But I got all the cool stuff because I still patched into my board. Also, folks, we're going to be talking about something else coming up here in a little bit. We played a couple of different songs for you, and I want to feature this one from the ROK box. And I tell you what, guys, check these cats out. And that was She Hates Me Not with the Lords of Salem, or Secrets of Salem, excuse me. Lords of Salem was a Rob Zombie movie. No, that was Secrets of Salem by She Hates Me Not. And these young individuals are beyond and talented, and they're just amazing at even the family is so much fun as well. I got to meet them several times at some other folks' shows, and they are amazing on stage. I can't wait to see them. They've got several gigs coming up here in the next little bit, and I want to also touch on, guys, before we go, I know we're running a little bit late in the hour, but we're going to be on a road trip here in about 4 weeks or so. We are going to be heading to Rockville, Daytona, Florida. At these bands, folks: Motley Crue, Limp Bizkit, Foo Fighters, Slipknot, Judas Priest, Falling in Reverse, Greta Van Fleet, Breaking Benjamin, Jelly Roll, Offspring. We're gonna see several folks that we're gonna be also seeing at Rocklahoma, including Disturbed and Slipknot, Day to Remember. But we're also gonna see others like Mudvayne, Sum 41, In Flames, Tech 9. Oh my gosh, I just can't wait. Primus, Greta Van Fleet. Yes, welcome to Rockville. Angel and myself are going to be traveling just over 1,000 miles as we follow our ambitions to travel and cover music festivals across the country, and we are able to do that with y'all's generous support and the support from our sponsors. Thank you so much to those of you who support the show. Remember, folks, if you would like to support our travels, you can catch us on Cash App, Surviving Rocklahoma. You can also buy yourselves a t-shirt. We have the official podcast of Rocklahoma t-shirts for sale, $25. We've also got proud member of the local music scene, these t-shirts, courtesy of Metalcore Clothing, also $25. You can shoot us an email, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. We will get your details and we can send those to you. Bear with me, though. I am notoriously late with the post office. I'm sorry, but I promise I will get there. But we're working on a way to streamline that. And speaking of, it is about to get a whole lot easier to get Surviving Rocklahoma merchandise. We are now going to be partnering up with Full Metal Clothing, and we are working on a logo as we speak. We're going to be getting that out to them so that they can get merch and we can get those to you. We're going to be setting up at a couple of live events selling those t-shirts as well. Bands, if you would like to have Surviving Rocklahoma at your event, give us a call, or shoot us an email, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. You know what? And that is all sales for the next month are going to be supporting our travel to welcome to Rockville. We are going to be doing a mini series specifically for that music festival. I'm going to be taking my GoPro when I've got some really cool camera mounts. We're going to be bringing you a fan experience. We're going to be having all kinds of cool content coming from that. Angel is also going to be taking her amazing photos for Photography by Angel Lee and Surviving Rocklahoma. So be sure you stay tuned so we can give you those stunning images from that music festival, as well as the beaches of Daytona, Florida. That's next month, May. May it get here quickly. But remember, folks, help us help put some food in our bellies, some gas in the tank while we travel the country. Order you a t-shirt. They are on sale now. Either the one I'm wearing now, the official podcast of Rocklahoma, as well as our proud member of the local music scene t-shirts. survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. So we talked about the map, the amazing Rocklahoma 2024 lineup, and We have also want to say, you know what, folks? Thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in to the show. We appreciate you all so much. I love doing this podcast. Bands, if you would like to be featured on Surviving Rocklahoma or our other broadcasts, shoot us an email, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. If you're going to have a gig coming up, include that as well. We've got a simple form for you to fill out. Check it out on the Facebook. You click right there. You can put the information I need in, attach a flyer, attach your link to your music videos or tracks so that we can feature on the broadcast, and we'll get you in the queue. Also, folks, want to give, doesn't matter where you are consuming the content, be sure to hit those like, follow, and subscribe buttons. They matter. We need to get our numbers up, folks, so we can unlock some really cool things. Where are we at, folks? All right, there we go. And let's see where we're at. That does it for me. That clears my desk of notes. We appreciate you all. Thank you for joining us in the comments. Those of you who are sounding off in there, that sometimes that thing moves so fast that I can barely keep up with you all. But we love hanging out with y'all every Monday. But you know what? We are going to be at a local venue near you. So until we see you next time, as always, rock on.